y'all, it's Naija with Her Heart for Christ. Almost forgot. I'm like, wait, what am I with? I have a message about looking like a Christian. So we should never be able to say this is a Christian or this isn't based solely on someone's looks. There has been people of the occult, people who worship Satan, and they come into churches and their instructions first before they enter is you need to look like a Christian. Hold on. I was trying to see if I could zoom into myself. You need to look like a Christian. So you need to wear your skirt down to the floor. Down to the floor. You need to wear a very, very long skirt, a long sleeve shirt, and you need to get rid of any makeup on your face. Don't put anything on. And let your hair be as shabby as possible. Now, because this is a very modest look, right? It's modest. It doesn't look like the woman's trying to draw any attention to herself. She didn't really care to take any time on herself. So you automatically assume that she's so focused on her inward appearance that she has no time or no concern to focus on her outward. The easiest way to fool people is by your appearance, your outside appearance. That's the quickest way for anyone to make a judgment about you. I want to start in Matthew 6:16. It says, and when you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces that their fasting may be seen by others. Truly, I say to you, they have received their reward. So, did you catch that? When you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces that their fasting may be seen by others. Truly, I say to you, they have received their reward. So, the hypocrites, when they fast, they want to look as low as possible. They want to look as gloomy, as sad, as weak and tired as possible because they know people's going to say, what's going on with them? Oh, they must be fasting. That is such a righteous person. Like, wow, like they're so weak. They're just so faithful to God. But, their plan was for people to think this way. God. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 4. Okay, so Samuel did what the Lord said and went to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming, saying, do you come peaceably? And he said, peaceably, I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. Then he consecrated Jesse and his sons and invited them to the sacrifice. So it was then when they came that he looked at Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. But now this is a prophet, guys. This is a real man of God. And he got it wrong. He got it wrong. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or his physical stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord does not see as man sees. That's a mouthful right there. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Now we're talking about a man of God, a man who hears clearly from the Lord, a man sanctified by the Lord, a prophet of God, a real prophet, not a false prophet, a real prophet of God after God's own heart. And the Lord had to tell him, don't look at physical appearance because I've refused him. That's deep. That's deep. Let me read that again. It's just so good. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or his physical stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord does not see as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. So Jesse called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, neither has the Lord chosen this one. Then Jesse made Shammah pass by. He said, neither has the Lord chosen this one. Thus Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. And Samuel said to Jesse, the Lord has not chosen these. And Samuel said to Jesse, are all the young men here? Are all the young men here? Now, he brought all 7 of his sons before Samuel. He just couldn't even fathom that it would be David. He couldn't even fathom it. Isn't that crazy? Then he said, there remains yet the youngest. And there he is keeping the sheep. Like, you can't be talking about him. And Samuel said to Jesse, send and bring him, for we will not sit down till he comes here. So he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, bright eyes, good looking. Now you don't gotta be ugly. He was good looking. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is the one. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brothers. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel arose and went to Ramah. Wow, isn't that humbling? Jesse had Samuel look at all 7 of his sons, and he didn't even consider that the Lord would choose David, the one tending the sheep, the one looking a mess, a good looking mess, but he's looked in a mess. Like, the Lord doesn't see the way that we see. The Lord doesn't choose the way that we choose. The Lord doesn't qualify the way we qualify. God doesn't look at people the way we look at people. Man judges outward appearance. That's what God said. Like he said, man judges the outward appearance, but I judge the heart. It's just natural for us to come to a conclusion on someone based on their looks, based on how they take care of themselves, based on, look at, like, David was tending to the sheep. Like, we can even come to conclusions of people based on their job, based on their work, based on how much money they have. David was tending the sheep, looking ruddy. He was bright-eyed and, messy hair and dirt probably all over him, and he's playing with the sheep and tending to the sheep. And Jesse just couldn't imagine that David could come before the prophet. Like, he didn't even think of bringing David before Samuel. But that's exactly who the Lord chose. That's amazing. So anyway, that wraps up this video. I hope that you guys receive the message from the Word of God, and I will see you in my next video. If you have anything that you would like advice on, because I also would like to speak on advice, give you guys advices, then message me. And I'll see you in my next video. God bless. Love you. Bye.